Lighting Month in September. Explore new lighting products from leading brands like Alpharex, Spider, Anzo, and Project X. Save 10% on rigid lights when purchased with select front and rear bumpers. Stock headlamps holding you back? Receive up to $700 when you trade in your old headlights and upgrade with Morimoto. It doesn't end there. Save $100 when you bundle wheels and tires, and up to $250 when you add select suspension kits. From winches and running boards to tow hitches and lift kits, we have rebates and savings for every build. Need a hand with the install? We've got great specials on installations and service. Stop into your local 4WP store for a free tire rotation and inspection, and 50% off shock installation. Save big during 4WP Lighting Month, all September.
It's pretty simple. You want to win races, put KMC's on your truck.
3, 2, 1. Here we go. The first two cars heading on the line right now. Coming to the finish line.
All right, guys, we came on a little bit early because we wanted to show you this right now. Check it out. Alan Ampudia is in the pit right now. So Ampudia has pulled into the pit. He was our race leader, but he's in the pit. They took the hood off. They were underneath the car for a little bit, and they were working on it, and he just left. So while he was in the pit, a couple cars were able to get around him. We just saw that the 1 is now your race leader. So Luke McMillan is now into the lead right past mile 190. This was at mile 190 right here. So Alan Ampudia out of the pit. We just saw that. He just left. So looking at the tracker, if we go over to the tracker, you can see the 10 is right there. The 1 has got around him. The 3L, don't pay attention to the 3L because they're just a chase truck basically right now, a high-speed chase truck. They entered in 3L. They went off the line, and then that was it. They just wanted to get a start so they can get a start for the starting spot for the Baja 1000. So that's what's going on if you see the 3L sitting right there. They came down the highway and on the access road. They're just waiting for the Herbst trucks to go by. And then I assume they actually might jump back on the course because they are a race car. They're allowed to go on the course. So we'll wait and see what happens. But the 10 is in the pit. Bryce is second. So Bryce's tracker is not updating the number 7. You can see it's back over here. But it hasn't updated for 20 minutes. However, Bryce is right here behind Luke. So it is Luke McMillan, your new race leader, followed by Bryce Menzies in second. And then the 10, as you just saw a minute ago, just left the pit. So the 10, Alan Ampudia, is going to be third. So that is the new change at the front of the pack. Just wanted to let you guys know that. We do have some bad news for a couple people. We have bad news for Tavo Vidosala. They are out of the race. I don't know where the 21 went, but we were told they're out of the race. Where'd they go? Let's see if we can find them. The 21 had an accident right here on the road up to Mike's. They hit something really hard right here. It sounded like they had a crash. Everybody was okay, so that's good news. Tavo and his co-driver, I think it's Javi in there. There they are. They're right there. So you can see that they both crashed right here. They're okay. The truck is not okay. The truck is done. They're not going to be able to continue. So bummer for the 21, Tavo Vidosala and team. They are out of the race. Also, the 46 right here, Paul Wheel, Toby Price. We just talked to Paul, and he said that they are out of the race. They had some issues with the truck. They're not going to be able to get it fixed. They got it towed down on a tow strap down in the pit right here, but they are out of the race. So bummer for Team Australia. These guys just have the worst luck I've seen in a long time. Literally, like, they qualify first. They run really fast. they're not even crashing the truck or anything from driving too hard. They just keep having little issues. It's just bad luck issues, and it's not even stuff that like the other trucks that are like theirs seem to have. It's just kind of, I haven't heard exactly what it was yet. It might be something with the front drivetrain or something like that. We're not sure yet. But big bummer for Paul and Toby. Hopefully, you know, they'll be back for the 1,000, but not where they wanted to start, that's for sure. So bummer for the 46. Let's see, Andy. You guys are asking about Andy. He was up here. He was doing pretty good, and yeah, he's right here. So Andy's doing pretty well. He started a little ways back. He didn't have a super good qualifying. He wasn't trying to like go for full kill at the qualifying. Remember, Andy is running the second truck of Bryce Menzies. They're teamed up for the 1,000, and Andy's job today is just to get it to the finish in a good spot in case Bryce has an issue. So Bryce in the 7 is going for it. You know he's going for it now because he's in second place. So Bryce Menzies, it's Luke McMillan and Bryce Menzies at the front. I feel like we say that every single race now because it's either Luke or Bryce that seems to win all these races. So it is once again Luke McMillan, followed by Bryce Menzies, followed by Alan Ampudia, and then we have the 19 with James Dean driving. So James is driving to 190. So actually right here, you're gonna see the 19 come to a stop right up in here. And the plan was for him to get out and Tim Herbst was gonna get in. So I assume that's still the plan. Usually they wouldn't leave him in that much of the second half if he didn't pre-run the second half. So we'll see. But the plan was for James to go to 191 and then Tim was going to get in and finish. So might be seeing a driver change there soon. Andy McMillan was going to drive the whole way. The 91, this is Christopher Polvardi's truck. Christopher is actually out of the truck. He got out back here, I believe it was. And he is sitting here waiting for the 89 Mike Walser truck. So Christopher is going to jump in the 89 and finish in the 89. In the 91, it is now Ray Griffith who is driving in there. So at the 1,000, they're going to be a 3-team. In the 89, 3-driver team, it's going to be Mike Walser, Ray Griffith, and Christopher Polvardi. So they may actually use Christopher Polvardi's name and starting spot for the 1,000 if the 91 stays ahead of the 89. So either the 91 or the 89 will be the number and name that they use at the Baja 1,000 this year. So that's what's going on with that team. Definitely interesting strategy going on. Bryce Menzies' tracker's not working like we said. He is still moving. He is right up here behind the number 1. Trust me, I have a tracker on there. I can tell you exactly where he is. He's right up here. So that's what's going on in the trophy truck class. So that's a look at them. Let's go back a little ways and see. Let's see, what else are you guys saying? For physic back, Ampudia 4 minutes physically back from Luke at BCP 89. So there you go. So this gap you see right here is about a 4-minute physical gap from the 1 back to the 10. So definitely close racing, and then the 7's in there too. Remember, the 7's tracker hasn't been working all day, so keep an eye on that. We have Kevin Thompson, Harley Letner had a little tip over earlier. They're still going. Dan McMillan's still going. So it's anyone's game for the 4th spot on, really. Right now we got 3 that are kind of up front, and then we have another whole group right here, like 6 or 7 that are together that are going for basically 4th, 5th, and 6th, 7th right now. It could be anybody's game there. Race is only halfway over. We got a long ways to go. So it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be anyone's game. Let's see. Going to the class 1. There's too many cars here, so I'm going to start going class by class. Let me turn off some of these other classes. Class 1. Let's check it out. It's the battle between once again, this was last time too. We got Reed and Wilson. This is a great battle last race. It's turning out to be a great battle again. Look at this. Every time they update, okay, perfect. They just updated at 0. So this is really it. It is Brad Wilson in the 153. They are definitely first. And then right behind them, like within 500 feet to 1,000 feet probably, is Cody Reed in the 168, right on their bumper. So good battle in class 1 between first and second. Third is Damon Jeffries. And then 4th is Al Torres. So that is a look at your leaders in class 1. Let's go look at the trophy truck spec entries. So trophy truck spec entries right here. All right, once again, these trackers have been updating all over the place today. Jason McNeil is leading right now according to the tracker. However, the 200 hasn't updated in 3 minutes, so the 200 might be in front of the 234. We're gonna have to wait and see. So it's gonna be the 234, the 200 up there. The 238 is up there. We got the 228, the 298, and the 273. That is Kyle Jurgensen driving. So really good race between these 6 spec trucks right here in the front. They keep swapping positions. And there you go. Look, it just updated again. See, so this one is showing Elijah Kiger in front, Jordan Brenthal with Jurgensen in there second. And then it's showing Jason McNeil third, but it hasn't updated for 2 minutes. So anyone's guess on the order right here. I'll try to get, when they get either to Valley T or to the end of the crossover road, I'll try to get split times for you guys so we know the actual running order in the spec trucks here. So that's what's going on there. All right, we have, let's see, somebody said, when they asked for an update on Robbie as they got his covered, they checked his tracker 5 minutes ago. He's moving 2 miles per hour out at the Sand Sports Show. Perfect. Yes, that is your Robbie update for you guys. He is at the Sand Sports Show if you're looking for Robbie. That's a look at that. Let's go look at Class 10. Turn these off. Where's Class 10? There it is. We got 12 Class 10 cars, so pretty decent showing for Class 10. We have the 1091 is showing out front right now. 1064, Justin Buckley in second. Then, or maybe third, and then we have Caesar Sweat in the 1011. Wait, they just updated. See, these trackers it's going all over the place today. 1079 is showing in front right now. 1091 second. 1074 third. 1011 next. The 1000 car there. 1020 and then 1006. Those are all within a minute update. So that's probably your pretty good order right there. So what you see right there, take a picture. That is probably your running order, I'm going to say right now. So that's a look at the leaders in Class 10. That's actually a really good race. Those guys are all pretty close together. Let's go look at the Pro UTV classes. We got the Pro Open, Pro UTV Open. We don't have to go back too far to find them. These guys are going to be fast over the mic section. If you guys are watching the tracker, watch where these guys are right now compared to some of the cars in front of them in faster classes, and watch when they get to the end of the crossover road. I bet you these guys are on their bumper or even past some of those guys. This next 50 miles, 70-mile section is all UTV, like super fast through there. It's super fun in a UTV, and it's really fast. So these guys are going to haul ass. We got Brock Heger showing as out front. It just updated, so let's see if that's still true. Okay, not true. So now we're showing the 1823 out front. So Ricardo Malo Jr., that's not a name that I'm super familiar with, honestly, with you guys. I don't know if any of you guys know Ricardo. Has he been racing this class? I don't remember seeing that name in this class before. 1896, Brock Heger, we all know him. Caden Wells looks like in third. Mike Pratt next. Craig Scanlon. And then Brandon Sims behind him. Then we got Justin Lambert, Austin Weiland, Kristen Matlock, and Caden McCachran. All coming along right there. So pretty good, tight battle. Look at that. That's only about 5 miles between them. This is mile 136, and they turn off at mile 130. So 6 miles, and you got a lot of the Pro Open UTVs all close together right there. So cool to see a good race there. In the forced induction class, they're not going to be too far behind. We got Mark Brunette. He's out to a pretty good lead right now, you can see. So Mark Brunette out front. Then it looks like either maybe Jessica Lopez or Jason Murray next. We got Edgar Garcia, and who's that? Jesus Mendez, was that? They just popped somewhere. Yep, Jesus Mendez. And Ricky here, the 2915. These guys are all bouncing around. So not quite as good of a race up front. Obviously, you got Mark Brunette. But then between second and like sixth, you got a lot of cars pretty stacked up right there. So definitely close together for those spots back there. They say Ricardo races in Code Off-Road mostly. He is from Mexicali. Cool, okay. So we got a local Mexican who races a lot of code races. He's probably got a lot more experience than some of these other guys on some of these roads down here. So pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see that. Still no answer from a fish about Seven's tracker. What did you ask me about Seven tracker? Did you disable his tracker or something? It never works. Some of the cars that have carbon fiber, it seems to mess with a lot more than others. But it does work. Seven works. It just doesn't work super good. You can see. No, they don't disable the tracker. If you disabled the tracker, they would be able to know that you did. And look, it just updated. So there you go. The Seven's back on. It's just something with that truck. It's got too much stuff. Remember, they have Starlinks. They have a bunch of stuff going on that truck. I think it just kind of interferes with it on the one that we see right here, and sometimes it gets messed up. Now, these trucks, they run these trackers, but they also have another tracker that we can't see that records everything the whole time. So if this tracker right here is not working, their lane is still being recorded from a tracker that's sealed in a box on the car that you can't touch. So don't worry, no one's cheating, trying to take lines, doing anything like that, because they would still get busted by the secondary tracker that we just can't see. So there's Luke McMillan out front, like we said, Bryce Menzies second, and then Alan Impudia third. Those three are kind of putting a little bit of a gap on the rest of these guys. But look at this. There's a bunch of cars back there behind those three that are close together. All right, so let's see. What other class do you guys want to see? The 1600 cars? We had 4 of them, and we still do. So we got 1685, Pablo's out front. 1631, Romero second. Matt Willard third, and then we have Eric in the 1625 in fourth. So that's your only 4 that are entered this race. So that's all of them right there. That's a look at those. What other class? I'm trying to see. We can go look at, I guess pretty much everybody that has multiple cars. Class 11, let's go look at Class 11 while we're right here. 1143. Oh, we got a change here. Look at this. Oliver has been passed, it looks like. So we got the 1143. Eric Brandt is now in front of Oliver in the 1105. So we got some passing action going on. Eric Sloronzo, he's been around race class 11 longer than everybody probably. He is still moving in third. So we got 3 moving. Good sign for the class 11s. 3 still moving. All right. We got back here the bikes. They are coming back into Ojos. They're they're in the European section, going to make their way back into Ojos. They still got a little ways to go. But, yeah, where's Ojos is right up here. So they're down here just south in the European section. We got the 3X. Look at, they have a gap on the 11X, but look at the tracker. Hasn't updated in 14 minutes. So that is not a good location on the 11X. They're going to be much closer. Remember, last update, they were right behind the 3X and had made up some time. So we'll see if the 11X updates again, if we can get something more to you guys on there. And then the 1X is right there with them. I'm getting a whole bunch of text right now. A bunch of you guys must have just got service again. So it's the 311 and the 1 in the lead. For the bike, or for the quads, look, the Sportsman quad is still holding off the 1A, although they took the Sportsman cut. The 1A is your real leader. The 139 is not your lead quad. It's a Sportsman quad and got ahead of the 1A on the Sportsman cut. So that's what happened there. Somebody said, what happened to Toby Price? They're out of the race. Not sure what happened. Maybe something in the front drivetrain was the rumor. They're right here on the highway at their pit. They got towed there. They were not able to drive the truck there. So they're not able to fix it. They said that they're out, and that's that. That's what's going on there. All right. I'm going to go eat. Our lunch just got here. You guys stay tuned. Travis Williams' feed is down. They were stuck. The Herps feed is still going most of the time. It's been pretty good. It looks like it's down right now, but it's been going. You can watch that. And then, of course, go watch the Score live feed, which is up. They have some in-cars right there. You can see that's Brandon Walsh. He went into a ditch earlier and came to a stop we saw on their feed. It looks like he was able to get it out and get going again, so that's good news for him. His car wasn't broken, apparently. They had to do something to it. I don't know if he tore a wheel off corner or something, but he got it fixed relatively quickly. So that's that. All right, come back here at, let's see, top 5. Yeah, top 5 is right here if you guys just joined in. It's the 1, Luke McMillan out front, followed by Bryce Menzies, followed by Alan Ampudia, and then it's anyone's guess right here because these keep updating. It's going to be either Andy McMillan, I think Andy's probably next, Rob McCachran, Christopher Polvardi, Ray Griffith driving. They got the 70, Kevin Thompson, Harley Letner. You got Tim Herps, James Dean driving, Larry Rossler, 1L, Gustavo Vadosla, Ricky Johnson driving. 3L's a chase truck now. Don't pay attention to that. And then Cameron Steele in the 16 coming along right there. To look at your leaders, I'm going to go eat lunch. Come back here at 2 o'clock for your next update here on Fishgistics. See you guys in a little bit.